always sweet. I'm a gumdrop.
I'm serious.
Okay.
That's fine. I mean it. Be nice.
Cross my heart, I'll be the picture of charm.
Good.
I can tell that story.
Please don't tell that story.
Oh, come on. People love that story.
Aaron, please.
Seriously, people do love it.
Your friends love that story.
Your parents love that story.
I still can't believe you did that.
They laughed.
They were polite. Do I really have to explain this to you? No one wants to hear a story about your penis.
Oh, really? Nobody wants to hear about
Not right now, I don't.
Hey, fine. Just kidding.
I just don't understand you sometimes.
It's really not that big a deal.
It is to me. It's embarrassing. Why would you tell a story like that?
I don't know. It's an icebreaker, I guess. I tell that story. Everybody laughs. I mean, it relaxes people. Everybody's comfortable. We can interact like human beings.
First of all, you're giving a story about your penis taught me to throw way too much credit. And secondly, it doesn't make people feel comfortable. Telling a complete stranger about your penis is the exact opposite of comforting.
Well, you should have said something.
Well, I just did.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can we just... hands? Look, there's a star out tonight. Where's that Venus? I haven't been able to tell since I was a kid. You ever think we're dumber as we get older?
I think you're getting dumber as you get.
That's not what I meant. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to know all these stars and constellations. I was a smart kid. I just don't know if I'm a smart guy in his 20s.
I know what you mean. I was really smart in high school.
You're still really smart.
Oh, that's sweet.
See, I can be sweet. And anyways, it's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not like I'm losing my mind or anything. It's like I'm losing... Oh, I don't know how to describe it. You know the enthusiasm you have as a kid? It's like I'm losing that.
We're here.
Oh, you found it.
Mrs. Stone.
Oh, now please, Claire. How long has it been since you graduated? You have to call me Kay. Can I tell you a big secret? I just get so pleased when I ask my former students to call me by my first name. It is so adorable watching them squirm when they
Oh, Kay? This shouldn't be so weird.
See what I mean? That's all right.
This is my boyfriend, Aaron.
Oh,
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard so much. You know, you really were Claire's favorite teacher.
oh, how sweet.
See?
Well, come on in. It does sound grilling, but we can get caught up while we wait.
Well, thanks so much for having us in your home, Miss Kay.
Nonsense. It is our pleasure. We didn't get time to catch up the other day. I just love saying the word nonsense. It's so assured and victory.
You have a lovely house.
Thank you, Aaron. Now, Claire, I want to hear about all your exciting adventures.
Well, not too many exciting adventures, really. I graduated from school last year, finally.
Well, that's exciting. When did you get your degree in? Let me think. Something in science, if I remember right. All of us teachers love our kids, of course, but there's, well, how shall I say it? There are some kids. There are some kids that we just know are not going to be rocket scientists. That's the delegate. They're going to be sandwich scientists for Subway. That's the English. There are some kids. There are some kids that just burst with potential. You just know that whatever they put their mind to, they can do it. Claire was one of those. I was one of those.
Well, I was going to go into physics, but there's actually not much of a market for physicists right now, and it's really competitive. So I switched my major a couple of times, actually, and wound up with a business degree.
Oh, do you like it?
It's a reasonable degree.
Well, that's sensible.
Yeah, thanks. I don't have a real job yet, but mooching off my parents and saving money and...
Well, you just keep mooching off your parents, sweetheart. I mean, they may complain, but deep down, secretly, they like having you around, believe me.
I don't think so.
Well, you just keep working on those job applications, and they won't have anything to worry about you. I mean, as soon as you get on that interview stage, you will be a shoo-in. I can tell.
Speaking of interviews...
No, Aaron.
What? I promise I'll tell you in the most tactful and appropriate way.
Fine. Please forgive Aaron. He doesn't have a grasp on what is proper dinner conversation.
Oh.
So I have this interview. I had a routine set up, see? I would show up to the interview a few minutes early and ask to go to the bathroom. See, I saw this thing on the internet where if you do stretches before you interview, you do better when you're inside. So I am in the bathroom, just stretching. Doing Superman in the mirror, building up confidence and whatever. And I hear somebody knocking on the door. I think, well, I'm already in here. I drank plenty of water before I left. Might as well just go real quick.
Oh.
So I'm going, and I hear that name being called through the door again. And I panic. And so I try to zip it, but I'm not quite fast enough, if you know what I mean.
I'd like to make a general notation. The phrase, you know what I mean, is really never necessary. We know what you mean!
So obviously I begin yelling, because I don't need to tell you, this is incredibly painful. I'm trying to untangle myself, trying to hissing through my teeth, and then they start knocking on the door.
Anybody want hot dogs?
Oh.
Okay then, no hot dogs.
That was Doug, by the way, in case you don't, if you didn't meet him the other night.
Anyways, I didn't want to admit to what was going on, so I faked a panic attack.
So,
Yeah?
did you get the job?
Oh no, they didn't buy the panic attack thing for a second. See? Told you it was a good icebreaker.
Oh, you got it. So, Kate, are you excited about retirement?
God, no. God, yes.
Any big plans?
I don't know. I mean, gardening, watching daytime TV, watching the dust mites float through the air. That's a lot of time to think about things. That's not a good thing. I think I'm just going to do a lot of gardening.
My dad's a big gardener, but I've never gotten that.
Well, everything's on the grill. I'll go check it here in a few minutes.
Oh, great, Doug. Now, this is Claire. You met her the other night. And this is her boyfriend, Aaron.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Likewise.
So, I need to ask you a question. Oh, sorry, I feel like I should call you Mrs. Stone when I'm asking you a question.
That's all right. You can call me Mrs. Stone.
Well, Mrs. Stone, see, Claire was interested in science when she was young because her father took her to the Smithsonian. I've always wanted to be an artist because I had a picture of a dinosaur published in the newspaper when I was 4. And I guess what I really want to know is, have you always wanted to be a teacher?
Well, yes. I mean, I always had an interest in the natural world, and when I was young, my teachers used to always say that someday that I would make some groundbreaking discovery or pioneer some new career. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's funny. I've been in this profession for 35 years. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why I wanted to grow up to be a teacher. Where was I? What happened?
My wife was one of those people that was able to find their role in life. Even though we weren't so lucky at other times.
Well, I always thought that I would go back to school, you know, and finish my degree and maybe transition into research, but
You did?
But why?
I'd better go check on the grill.
We'll come with you.
What's wrong, Mrs. Stone?
Oh, Claire, you're a very good girl. Make me a promise.
What do you need? What's the matter?
Do you know that she would be the age that you are right now? And I always thought that she would look like you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll be a good girl. You'll be a good girl for me. I want more for you than I had. are similar to male lungs. Oh, yes.
They help animals breathe.
Exactly. Now, lungs and gills both extract oxygen from the environment, and they both produce they produce a gas waste. And so, there still are some very specific differences between the two. We know that gills and lungs look very differently, but they also extract the oxygen in different ways as well. Now, the water passes through the gills, and as it does, it cleanses and grabs and filters the oxygen. Now, there are some sharks that they must keep swimming to force the water through their gills. Now, what would happen if these sharks quit swimming? Yes, Claire?
They would die, right?
Correct.